I appreciate Mr. McKay because he not only makes class fun and enjoyable, but I've learned a lot from him over the years.
What's up, Miss Albano? It's Brendan. I just want to say you're a very nice, caring person.
I appreciate Miss Wagner because she's really funny, down to earth, and gets along with the students really well.
Mr. Woods, we appreciate you. You're a great man. You're a hilarious man. Appreciate everything you do.
Mr. Woods taught me self-respect, perseverance, and self-guidance. I love you.
Mr. Woods!
Mr. Woods!
I appreciate Miss O'Donnell and Miss Karen for always being there for us and teaching us everything we know, and we're all going to be great nurses because of it.
We really appreciate Miss Bergen. I had her sophomore year as a teacher, and she's honestly one of the best teachers I've ever had. The method of the way she taught me really helped me understand everything, and I think I passed her class with 100% all the way through.
Yeah, she simplifies. She's a chemical genius. There's nothing more to say.
I appreciate Miss Taylor because she finds engaging ways to make us learn even though we don't want to at the end of senior year.
I appreciate Mr. Janke because he always took the time for his students and helped us individually.
I appreciate Miss McGowan for guiding me in the class and on the track.
Thank you, Miss Remy. I appreciate everything you do.
Thank you, Mrs. Comstock.
Thank you, Mr. Crow, for everything.
Thank you, Mr. Thompson, for showing us how to take stuff apart in cars, put it back together the right way.
Mr. C is a teacher big on safety and organization. He makes us clean up 15 minutes early almost every period, make sure our stuff is good.
Yes, I like it because he makes sure we turn in everything, and when we don't, he tries to give us chances to turn in other stuff.
Yeah.
Well, Miss Schleyer, she's
very good. She's a great teacher. She keeps us on point. She helps us understand better than
she doesn't
some
let
of
me
the
sleep in
teachers.
class. She's always on everything.
Yes, she's on top of everything.
And she's funny.
Yes, and fun to have around.
Yeah.
I'd like to thank the Special Education Department and Mrs. Hoover for all of their work with our students to provide them with unconditional support throughout their time at Tech and help them to do whatever they can to succeed while they are here.
Yeah. My favorite teacher is Mr. Jennings. The reason why I appreciate Mr. Jennings a lot is because he teaches me life lessons about obedience and structure.
I appreciate Mr. Blackman because he does not care about your grade, he cares about growth. You know, so makes you a better student.
My favorite teacher is Mr. Chan Riddler because he's a really great guy and you can talk to him about your problems. And
I appreciate Mr. Risen because he helped me become a better tuba player and be more confident in my skills.
I appreciate Miss White because she helps students reach their full potential.
I appreciate Mr. Mo because his laid-back attitude helps me succeed in his class and feel more comfortable.
I appreciate Mr. Hedrick because he's a laid-back teacher.
Go.
Thank you, Miss Vernon, for being a great teacher.
Thank you, Mr. Hillenberg. Thank you for being a very funny teacher and always being great every day.
I appreciate Mr. Owens because he assists me with all my homework even though I'm not even in his class.
I appreciate Miss Previs because she's always happy and she pushes me to do my best work.
I appreciate Mr. Moore because he pushes me to succeed in life.
Appreciate Mr. Fielder because he pushes me in school and out of school to do the best I can.
I appreciate Miss Ludwig because she always has a positive attitude. I appreciate Mr. Berg because he pushes me in both sports and academics.
I appreciate Miss Sue Schaefer because she puts up with me every day.
I appreciate Miss Lizzie because she actually made me enjoy math for once.
I appreciate Ms. Olmsted because she works with you to better understand the content you learn in her class.
I appreciate Coach Knowles because she coached me for 4 years and got me a state title.
I appreciate Mr. Schwartzman because he's always there to talk to our class and whatever we want to do.
I appreciate Mr. Irvin because he teaches me for my future.
I like Mr. Faddos because he helps me to better understand Cyber.
I appreciate Miss Pearson because before I went to her class, I used to be complete little, and now I'm actually learning something and being better.
I appreciate Miss Roberts because she is a fighter and a great teacher.
I appreciate Mr. Gray because he prepared me for my future.
I appreciate Mrs. Parker because she always challenges me to think differently and do my best.
I appreciate Miss Shiverall because she's always there when I need to talk to someone.
I appreciate Mr. Bishop because he always gives me multiple opportunities and pushes me to be my best.
I appreciate Chef Davis for teaching me everything that I can know about cooking and being my best friend.
Hello, I'm Jordan White, and Bill Fuentes is the best teacher in the school. He has taught this spotting class more than we have ever learned in our 3 years here, and he's just an amazing guy.
I appreciate Miss Donlick because of the dedication she shows to the students.
I appreciate Miss Fleck because she's nice and hardworking.
I appreciate Mr. Deutsch because he motivates me not only in school but also on the field.
So I appreciate Mr. Field because even though a bunch of people give him stuff for acting weird and stuff, everything that he teaches and all the weird things that he does, you really remember it.
I appreciate Mr. Ashdale because he uses humor and true character in a way to teach his students and help them get better at biology.
Thank you, Ms. Kester, for being a great teacher and teaching us government.
Thank you, Ms. Kester, for always being willing to help students after school and teach us government.
I appreciate Mr. Danielle because he's a great coach and mentor for me.
Mr. Nicky because he's a great teacher to me.
We appreciate Mr. Flack because
we're career ready.
Thank you, Mr. Flack.
I appreciate Mr. Ross because he understands the work and is always willing to help us in Canada.
I appreciate Jeff Nemens because she's always willing to make sacrifices for us. I appreciate Miss Billings because she made me really care about health and about my physical well-being, and she truly cares about me. I really appreciate Miss Hopkins because she helped me learn more about college and she's a great teacher.
I appreciate Miss Knopf because she makes me apply myself.
I appreciate Miss Stalford because she makes you apply yourself and she makes sure that you get your work.
I appreciate Mr. Sidisi because he is a perfectionist.
I appreciate Miss Golden because she is a nice and caring teacher.
I appreciate Miss Balcastro because she is so nice and she's willing to help me with everything I need help with. I appreciate Mr. Hoagland, Mr. Collins, and Miss McMichael for everything that they do and all their hard work in keeping this school straight.
I appreciate Miss Henninger, Miss Glover, and Miss Dreyer because they keep the school organized and help it run smoothly.
I appreciate Miss Kearney because she is funny, nice, sweet, and caring.
I appreciate Mr. Bonamo because he helps us all with our problems.
So what I most appreciate about working at Tech is the sense of community. So I really enjoy that I come to work in a place where everyone has a similar set of goals, a similar set of values, and we work toward the same goals every day of the week.
I appreciate Mr. Mears for pushing me and teaching me new things because sometimes teachers just sort of repeat the same stuff and he always has like new lessons and like is interactive with questions that we ask him, and so I really appreciate that.
Appreciate Mr. Mears because he has a unique teaching style that prepares us for college.
I appreciate Mr. Mears because every time he sees me in the hallway, he gives me a nice greeting.
I appreciate Mr. Mears because he allowed me to become a better writer and learn from my mistakes.
What I like most about Tech is the fact that we've got students from all over the county and a lot of different personalities, but everybody seems to really respect one another, get along, help one another out, and I just like the way they treat each other.
I appreciate Miss Chiliko because I could always come to her whenever I need guidance, and I know that she's always there for me. I appreciate Miss Chiliko because she's always willing to help me out and be helpful, even if it's a stressful time for her.
I appreciate Miss Chiliko because she's always kind-hearted.
Miss Chiliko is very kind, she's very sweet, she's always there for me, she's very helpful. I love her so much.
We love working at Tech because we love the kids, we love all the programs, every day is something different, and we enjoy our coworkers.
Yeah. I appreciate Miss Carter because she's always super happy to greet all the students and super helpful with managing the guidance office.
I appreciate Miss Carter because she's very kind, she's welcoming every time I come in the guidance office, and she's just a nice spirit to me.
I appreciate Miss Carter because she always does whatever she can to help me.